Hey YouTube, what it do? It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your homie. It's your guy. It's your Gucci fella. Godzilla back with another gaming review. And I just want to announce that we're having a little contest. Yeah, I'm starting a little contest. Just for an opener. Yeah, I want you guys to make openers for this video, and if it's a good enough opener, I'll use it. I'll pick a cool one that I'll make the regular opener. But if anyone sends me a good opener, then I'll use that opener too. Be sure to put opener created by, and then your YouTube channel or your name or whatever at the end, so you get credit. Of course, we want you guys to get credit. But I want an opener, and I'm too fucking lazy to make one, so contest it is. But yeah, I told you guys I want to start doing tabletop game reviews as well. I already reviewed the Pokemon trading card game, physical version. And now, today, we are doing Dungeons & Dragons. The regular tabletop game, not the online one or any of the games based, or any of the video games or anything based on it. None of that shit. Just regular old Dungeons & Dragons. Yeah, also affectionately referred to as D&D. Now, I have played hours upon hours of Dungeons & Dragons, and it's definitely a very fun game. It's been around forever, right? When you think of a tabletop role-playing game, or really when you think of a role-playing game, period, Dungeons & Dragons is the first one to come to mind. It is the role-playing game to end all role-playing games. It's fantasy, it's got them dragons, it's got them orcs, you can be whatever you want to be. It's just classic. It's just a classic fucking game. Character sheets are laid out well. You can play it just with your character sheets and dice and your Dungeon Master's materials and like nothing else. You can play this game bare bones, which is really nice. But if you're willing to spend the money to really get into it, you can buy like maps and miniatures and all kinds of cool stuff. Personally, I prefer to play with miniatures because it's easier to keep track of your surroundings and what's around you and etc. It's easier to keep track of enemies, so you know how many enemies you can hit with single blasts and stuff. And I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty damn good at this game. As with any role-playing game, it's not entirely about skill or strategy or anything. There's obviously the luck of the roll of the dice, as in any of these games, but I have never made a character that died. I've literally never died playing this game, and I think that means I have a big dick, and it also means I'm better than you. YOLO. But if you're a fan of fantastic fantasy worlds, role-playing games, and just having a good time with friends, Dungeons & Dragons is the game for you. Now, unfortunately for most of you dumbass nerds, you're gonna have to have friends if you want to play a tabletop Dungeons & Dragons game. You could probably get some people together easily for the online Dungeons & Dragons. I'm not reviewing the online one because I haven't played it online. I've only ever played it in person. But, yeah, you losers are gonna have to get some fucking friends. But to be completely honest, the materials you use, the storylines you play, none of that stuff is really gonna be what decides whether you have a good time or not. What decides whether you're gonna have a good time or not while playing Dungeons & Dragons is who you play it with. It's honest to God who you play it with. Now, if you play with a bunch of people that don't take any single part of it seriously, you're never going to get anything done, and it's just going to be annoying. But if you play with a group of people that takes the whole thing way too seriously, you're also not going to have any fun. You need to find a group of people to play with that takes their characters and stuff seriously, stays in character and all that stuff, but is also willing to have fun and just do some straight up funny shit on the side. You know? Like, for instance, B3 had this half-elf cleric character, right? Real creative character, crossed his fingers during his clerical vows, so he's like, so he doesn't adhere to all the clerical stuff, but that was in his backstory from day one. You can't just throw that shit in later. But he was really cool. He had an adopted daughter named Luxray. Yes, after the Pokemon. His name was Spock, a half-elf cleric. Real cool stuff, because, Spock's half Vulcan. It's a good choice, good name choice. That character's still alive to this day, and way overpowered, honestly. B3 really took Spock in the right direction. But yeah, characters like that are fun. You have a character, you stick to their rules, you can make them fun. Every group's going to have their comedian. If everyone in the group wants to be the comedian, it's just going to get annoying. But everyone in the group can do funny stuff, Just, you'll have the most fun if I feel like if you get really immersed in your character and, say, hey, my character wouldn't do that, so I'm not going to do that, even though I think it would be a fun thing to do. It doesn't really fit with who my character is. I think you'll, honest to God, have the most fun if you, really immerse yourself in your character. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. We have another tabletop game next time. Another role-playing game, actually. Another one that I really adore. Maybe even more than Dungeons & Dragons. So that's it. Thank you all once again for your support, and I'll see you all later.